as if he was reading from a script. "I will tell you one word of wisdom. This will be your own private word of wisdom. You would like to have it?" he asked. I nodded. "And you want to become great and do great things, yes?" I nodded again. "Yes, you will become a great lady with your word of wisdom, and you will repeat it a few times each day. But do you know one thing? Everyone keeps their word of wisdom very secret. You will keep it to yourself. You will not tell it to your friends or to anyone, yes?" I nodded again. I knew that a mantra was the most secret of things, and that everyone's was different, like snowflakes. This was why I wanted it. He continued, "You know, everyone keeps the key to his treasury in his own pocket and doesn't give it to anyone else. So this word of wisdom is the key to all wisdom in life. I know you are very intelligent. You won't tell it to anyone, yes?" I nodded hard. Yes, I could keep secrets. "All right. Now we will make offerings to Guru Dev, who gave this word of wisdom to Maharishi, and Maharishi has given it to me, and I will give it to you." He nudged me closer to the altar. Propped up in the middle of the tableau was a painting with a lush river wending its way down its center. On either side of the river were Indian men in robes, sitting in the lotus position, with gold beams emanating from their heads. There was a little figure of Maharishi who stood with his hands in prayer in front of Guru Dev, who sat on a golden throne at the base of the river. I knew Guru Dev was Maharishi's teacher, and that he had lived in a cave in the woods, and that he was super enlightened, and dead. "This is the holy tradition," he said, "so according to the custom of the holy tradition, I will make offerings to Guru Dev, and then we will tell you the word, yes? Come with me, stand here. Take this flower in your hand and witness the ceremony. I am sure you will like it." Then he started chanting words I didn't understand in a language I'd never heard. When he turned to face me, his eyelids fluttered as if he was about to fall asleep. He bowed to the picture of Guru Dev, motioning for me to follow suit. He said that I was to say my word of wisdom mantra silently to myself every day for 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night, and allow whatever happened inside my head to happen. Mother Nature would ensure that it was just as it should be. I didn't need to close my eyes or sit still while I did this. I could walk or draw, but I couldn't talk. He whispered a sound to me, and I said it back. It would be more than a decade before I would say it out loud again. "Now," he told me, "say it inside your head." I did. It felt like it was ringing out in the darkness. I tried to feel inside my body for some kind of change. "This is how you will be saying it to yourself, moving the tongue inside while getting ready for school and for a few minutes before you do your lessons or play. With your word of wisdom, you will become very creative, and you know you will keep it secret to yourself?" I nodded, feeling entirely grown up. I didn't have homework or lessons, but now I had a mantra. I rolled it over in my mind like a stone. He took the offerings I'd brought and handed them to me. "Now you will take this fruit and keep this handkerchief and flower and go and walk about saying your word quietly, and I will see you in 10 minutes to check your pronunciation before you go home." I loved it. I felt it change what was happening inside my head. My thoughts slowed down. I sensed that I had tapped into something powerful and important. I stayed in that room, with the incense burning, and quietly repeated the sound inside my mind. When the time was up, my teacher returned and whispered, "Jai Guru Dev," in a deep, serious voice. He told me this meant praises to Guru Dev, who had handed down my secret sound just so I could have it. My body surged with the specialness of it as I ran out of the room to give my mom a hug. Stacey sat sullenly next to her, trying to ignore my spiritual triumph. When we walked out onto Lexington Avenue, horns were blaring and people were talking, and my mom and brother were arguing.